Shall we begin?
Nine to noon.
Just listen.
You lucky suckers.
You want to change the conversation, win some games.
The Duke! The Duke! The Duke is on fire! It is a Talker Dukes Day. It is a Talker Tuesday. It is a Northern Fire Talkback Talker Tuesday at FM 100.3 KFAN. Good morning. Paul Allen, mad producer by my side. All righty. I mean, just when you think you got this nice Talkback Talker Tuesday ready to go, set up some talkbacks for Rube Nation, Northern Fire with a prize to be given away during the course of the presentation today. The Minnesota Vikings decide to splash a little bit and roll out there and get this guy.
On 3rd down and 6, pressure off the edge, down goes Ryan. Guess who? Jamal Adams downhill.
And you just watch the tight, right off the edge of the offensive tackle. They don't have an answer. Jamal Adams, well, I tell you, impact player all over the football field. You can put him anywhere.
Guess who?
Ben, Alec, Kevin, Dane, Doogie, it's the Lions. Anybody, raise hands if you have this guy joining the Covenant.
Stidham lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers left. Ford to the right. Back he goes to throw. Throws it right, and it's intercepted right through the hands of Bolden. Jamal Adams runs left. He's got a convoy to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown.
That's what he does.
Jamal Adams takes it to the house. A pick 6 that went through the hands of the receiver.
Big name, but not a big price.
3rd down and a long one, close to 2. Barkley the lone set back, bunch set right. Play action. Jones back to throw. Under some pressure, he'll be hit. Jamal Adams takes the ball away. He's going to run right and score.
That's what he does.
Jamal Adams to the 5 is into the end zone for a touchdown. Jamal Adams on a blitz simply snatches the ball away from Daniel Jones and runs it back for a Jet defensive touchdown.
This is your. Why did they decide to sign Jamal Adams under the cover of darkness when we had a Northern Fire Talker Tuesday all planned? Leader, the fan, and .com. Jamal Adams is a Minnesota Viking. But why? Not Clowney, not Ben Noy,
Nope.
not Reddick.
Nope.
Jamal Adams.
Yes.
Where did this come from? Spearfish, where did this come from? Crazy how this thing popped up out of nowhere. It was as off the radar as players constantly hugging Caitlin Clark at WNBA All-Star Weekend. Always. Caitlin bought them off with shoes. What's the payoff with Jamal Adams? KO and Teasley, the head coach and the general manager today at 12:30. And that's all about juicy. Jamal Adams is in the Covenant. And by the way, who knew? Because nobody cares about Raiders football. Who knew Jamal Adams is a linebacker these days? Formerly the game-changing safety for the New York football Jets, Jets. Jamal Adams is a linebacker. Let's go over to the Jamal Adams Intel desk, and here's the Con. Good morning, the Con.
Good morning. You mentioned at one point he was a game-changing safety for the New York football Jets, Jets.
Yeah.
If you enjoyed those highlights, I hope you did, courtesy of Bob Wischusen and said Jets. The problem with that, PA, is that those highlights took place in 2019. Yeah. So
2019, the last time we won a playoff game.
7 years ago. So Jamal Adams, game-changing for the Jets as he was. I forget exactly what the haul was, but Seattle.
Well, maybe it was the fame.
But Seattle in 2020.
I heard the highlights. It's what he does.
I think no. Guess who? Who else? Jamal Adams. Some sort of haul took place where the Seattle Seahawks, that I believe in 2020 employed Nolan Teasley, they acquired the services of Jamal Adams. And he had 9.5 sacks in that 2020 season, playing in 12 games. The problem is he had a torn labrum that ended his 2021 season
Not
early.
his fault.
2022 tears a quad tendon in week 1.
Not his fault.
Misses the entire season. 2023 has to be on the shelf until week 4, but he does find his way to 9 games. The Seattle Seahawks say, you know what? I'm pulling my tickets. I'm done with this. It's time to move on. 2024, a hip injury keeps him on the shelf with the Titans. Did play a few games. Ends up being released at his request.
Jamal Adams, a member of the Tennessee Titans. Really?
Who knew?
Jeez.
And he would join the Detroit Motor City Kitties in December of 2024. And I do vaguely remember the conversation, Jamal Adams?
Feels like a Jefferson double move on the horizon.
Feels like they were trying anything and everything they could to figure out how to replace Brian Branch.
Yeah, nice team, Jason Hatch.
And the oft-injured Detroit Lions. Played a couple of games for them as well. So what is that, 9, 10, plus 5? Feels like 15 games over the last few seasons until last year. Reunites with Pete Carroll. Played all the games. Just 39% of defensive snaps overall. That's a key part of this conversation, I suppose.
Yeah, you got to start somewhere.
But I saw this online, and I'm going to roll with it. I'm shooting from the lip. At inside linebacker, he played 254 snaps. At edge, he played about 40.
Okay, inside linebacker, 254 snaps, and now he's here?
Yeah.
What in the hell happened to Blake Cashman's finger? Oh my gosh. I mean, honestly, Ronnie Lott amputated his cashy. Oh my God. Anyway.
Well, Ivan Pace might be going mother on a Tuesday morning, a Talker Tuesday. If Ivan Pace is listening, send a talkback, free iHeartRadio app. He played at the slot. He played on both sides of the edge. He played just 2 snaps at safety in 2025. So he registered, 45 tackles, had a sack last year, his first, I think, in 5 years.
Did you have any idea Jamal Adams played for the Raiders last year?
When I started going down this rabbit hole, this was a half-hour long. What? Huh?
Yeah, well, go ahead and second guess the GM who partied with the Lombardi.
I'm not second guessing the GM who had a party with the Lombardi. I didn't know he played linebacker, and frankly, he had become a bit of an afterthought for me.
Come to the press conference today at 12:30, and when Nolan starts talking, say, Nolan, I'm the con from 9 to noon. Jamal Adams, but why?
I always love that.
No,
one.
I'm going to sit. What is it? Chase? What's the movie where John Cusack stands outside of a gal's window with a boombox, and I'm just going to stand there with the boombox and go.
No, you're thinking about your favorite role in Fast Times at Ridgemont High when you're in Spicoli's van watching Phoebe Cates next to the pool.
I always love that one.
You got movies mixed up here.
Oh, Phoebe Cates back in the day,
honey.
Young Nordo.
Honey,
it was a moment.
Get it together.
There was a moment. But that's what. So he's made. It sounds like not just a return to health, a return to the field. He gets the hand holding and the connection and the nookie blankie with Pete Carroll a year ago.
Worked so well for Pete. Clint Kubiak's now the coach.
But he has made
big moves over there, boys.
A significant position change. And really for him, it's been a chase back to form, right? He had, 9.5, 6, and he had like 20-some sacks within the first 4 or 5 years of his career and just 1 in the last handful. So, if this is the move that he is making, whether it be prove it or what do I have left in the tank, can I contribute? It's a head-scratching, unexpected move for the Minnesota Vikings.
Did the Minnesota Vikings just sign A man who washed out at safety and is becoming a sneaky good edge or maybe inside linebacker where old Cashy plays and runs like the wind and has moves like Jagger. Truly, I have no idea. It's time to dust off the all-22 machine and find, 5 of those 254 on the inside. Jamal Adams playing 30 snaps or more in all 3 preseason games. Did anybody explain that to Jamal when he got here? That, backups play a lot in the preseason. I don't think Jamal's used to playing a lot in the old preseason. Feels like a prove-it deal to me. Could be wrong. Don't know the particulars of the deal. I don't think anybody does, unless there's something that I missed here.
I mean, we went through it. Remember when Zimmer would basically find, Chris Crocker was a good example of it, where he found former Bengals kind of just hanging on in terms of their career. Now, when he came here, Terrence Newman was a good example of someone that worked out. But the Chris Crockers of the world, it felt like every camp we had some sort of veteran that was either going to find that next step, or return to a step, or it was, fast times in the retirement line. Let's catch that pension and move on into the sunset.
Honey.
That's what it feels like at this point. Kind of like the prove it deal. That's the perfect way you put it.
Thank you.
And, I was joking with somebody last night how quickly before, and we'll see, talkbacks, by the way, free iHeartRadio app. It is a Talkback Tuesday.
Ain't nobody talking back about Jamal Adams.
Probably not, but I would bet that.
But we'll open it.
I bet that there's at least one talkback that relates this to the status of Harrison Smith. Yep. I would bet. I would bet anything.
Can't wait to get pissed off at 9:25.
I always love that one.
7 segments left in the show. Why are you doing this to me? You hit me with these Bites questions every single day. I haven't watched a practice since minicamp. Practice begins tomorrow, so we'll start having fresh takes. But Jamal Adams is a member of the Minnesota Vikings. And when a prove-it deal, for those of you who may have heard the Elite Football Mind Covenant, 9 to noon, used that term before, but you're not exactly sure what the terminology means. And this doesn't mean it is this, but if it is this, a prove-it deal would be you sign somebody, so you acquire their rights. It generally is a 1 year low money deal, and they got to get here and prove it. So if they prove their worth, that they should be part of the 2026 Minnesota Vikings, then they are signed. Well, so they're signed now, but if vested veterans are on the roster week number 1, if you cut them after week number 1, they get paid for the entire season. Vested veteran Jamal Adams, linebacker, prove-it deal. Feels like a prove-it deal. We have some serious business here to handle on a Talker Tuesday. Got those talkbacks with Northern Fire. So how does that work? Like with the prize and everything, and here they are.
Yeah, so you'll unveil the topics, and as we talked about yesterday, this could be really fun in regard to thinking about 10 seasons at U.S. Bank Stadium, a certain football team, some cool moments, etc. But it's super simple, I'm completely sure of this because Chad Abbott made it so that everyone listening to 9 to noon uses the free iHeartRadio app and has made KFAN their preferred preset.
Why wouldn't they?
Why wouldn't they? So in addition to that, you just hit that microphone on the app when you can see it when you're listening to the fan, and you just give us up to your best 30 seconds, whatever it is. Does this Jamal Adams signing signal the end of Hitman and number 2-2? Whatever the topic is.
But Adams is a linebacker.
Well, is he?
Yeah, he's a linebacker.
In a 3-4 hybrid with floaters?
He's a floater, and that means he'll be inside, outside, safety, and playing 40 plays a game each preseason game.
I always love that one.
Ivan Pace Jr. and Theo Jackson are like mother on a Tuesday morning finding out that Jamal Adams is on the team. It's a hybrid. He's a floater. He can be anything he wants to be in this defense.
If Jamal Adams can roll in here and memorize this Brian Flores playbook and bounce somebody of significance out of a job, God bless him. I mean, we've spent so much time focusing on Kyler Murray and cutting snaps during organized team activities.
Yeah.
And then everybody gets to see him in the first day of minicamp, and first 2 passes, interceptions. And then after the practice, it's like I'm used to getting all the snaps, all the reps, and working on the tricks of the trade and pulling things from under somebody's tattered sleeve that nobody sees coming. But that's playing into why I'm a little slow to go here with this minicamp. That last part was paraphrased. So if he had X amount of weeks and months to figure that thing out, and he probably has a fair amount of it figured out with training camp beginning tomorrow. But the point being, you're just going to roll into the Covenant, and all we ever hear is Brian Flores' defense is like the most complicated thing since the invention of the Pythagorean theorem.
I always love that one.
And how's this going to work?
Yeah.
How's this going to work out? I mean, seriously. Bikes. I think
it could be simple.
What do you mean?
Well, the way that
play all phases of special teams, and that's it, Jamal. Welcome to the Covenant.
Good.
I'm sure that's going to go over real well.
That would be one of those classic, I'll agree to do whatever you ask me to do until week 1 and my contract becomes vested, and then I decide that I no longer want to do everything.
So yes flow, 3 bags full, yes flow, have you any wool?
The odds are absolutely against him. It's a prove it deal. That what does he have and how much of it does he have? All of that is correct and accurate. I think that's the perfect way to look at it. But there is an aspect to this of if you trust what Flores can do with James Pierre, if you trust, you mentioned how he got what he would get out of a Fabian Moreau. Or, hey, Jay Ward's about to jump up a little bit. More is going to be required of him. If you have faith in Brian Flores that he can do specific things with certain individuals that may not work in another scheme, but with Flores in this building. Jay Ward. Yeah.
You said Julius. I'm just kidding.
I always love that one.
Yes. We have a lot of tension in the building right now.
A lot of tension. Cut it like the humidity outside with a knife. If you have faith in Flores that he can do certain things with certain players and they identify this guy, forget the fact that the new GM was a former assistant GM and maybe has a connection to this new player as well. If Flores thinks he can make a particular thing happen, yeah. What if he just plays edge in certain spots?
Yeah.
What if you just say that the way that you have to talk to a Cam Scattaboo, just bam, bam, go hit something. Yeah. And you just put him in particular spots so he doesn't need to know the entire playbook. He needs to know a third of it, a quarter of it.
Okay.
Maybe he can be utilized. Maybe he can be functional. So I like the way that you put it. It's a prove it deal. Odds are absolutely stacked against him in terms of mastering everything that goes into this hybrid 3-4 with floaters. But I think if Flores sees something in him to accomplish a particular goal within that scheme, I'm not writing Jamal Adams off.
I have what I think is a fair question if we must be serious. Why now?
Yeah.
I mean, Jamal Adams has been out there day after day, week after week, month after month. Why now?
Oh, my gosh.
Is it like Flores didn't know he was in the league anymore? Didn't watch any linebacker film with the Raiders or special teams film with the Titans? Like old Nolan walked in the office and said, hey, Jamal Adams is still in the league. What do you think? And then B-Flow was caught off guard. No. Nobody's catching old B-Flow off guard.
Nobody.
I just wonder why now.
Yeah.
Why now? He's a linebacker, but that really doesn't matter because Metellus was a safety, and Metellus has been seen running around as an outside linebacker, an inside linebacker, and even a cover corner from the slot.
Right.
So Swiss Army knife terrorism clearly in play here with Jamal Adams. There would have to be some type of physical vetting out to make sure big boy can run and big boy can jump and do all the things that you need to do to be on a team that aims to win a division in the best division in the National Football League. But again,
well, what about this?
What?
So big year needed, big year hoping from Dallas Turner. Andrew Van Ginkel as long as he's healthy, is going to feature every step of the way. I think you'd agree with that, right? We want to continue the building of Dallas Turner.
Yes, sir.
And AVG is going to feature.
Yes, sir.
If you go to the free agent well and you add a Kyle Van Noy, if you add a Jadeveon Clowney, part of those conversations would be, are you cool not featuring? Are you cool because if you're going to add one of those names, are you going to start him in front of Dallas Turner or not? Or maybe correct. So maybe there are some things that they like or don't like about those individuals. Maybe those individuals are not interested in being behind third-year Bama Cat.
Yep.
Enter, again, a guy that can serve a very specific, limited role purpose. Jamal Adams, not necessarily known for being all-world career cover guy or back-end safety playing center field. He's known for head down, get to the QB, and make memories. 21 and a half sacks in his first 4 years. And we're taking a flyer that potentially, regardless of the position change, that he can return to some semblance of that form or provide some aspect of those early years and that production with the purple.
Keep talking yourself into it.
I'm trying to be optimistic on a Tuesday. It's super weird. It's super weird.
And I'm not offended that, like in LaMelo Ball fashion, something was completely crafted and then all of a sudden had to change right in front of the presentation. That doesn't frustrate me at all. None of this frustrates me. Now, if I'm Jake Golday,
I always love that one.
I'm kind of wondering what I'm an inside linebacker.
This was kind of supposed to be my thing, guys. You drafted me for that.
Everybody's calling me G-I-T, Gink in training.
I always love that one.
Well, Gink's an edge, but he plays inside and he does everything.
Well, Golday hasn't gotten a haircut since he got drafted.
Right.
Because he is trying to morph into Gink in training.
But with all these veterans available for all these days and weeks and months since free agency popped, and James Pierre became a member of the Minnesota Vikings, I just think it's fair to wonder why now.
Yeah.
I mean, the people at Twin Cities Orthopedics Performance Center, I mean, you got so many people in there uncovering so many things from like rocks in the middle of the Mojave Desert. And it's like, Flo, look what I found. Then all of a sudden they find somebody. Jamal Adams ain't that. Everybody within the game, compensated to make their teams better, knows Jamal Adams was a linebacker for the Las Vegas Raiders. They know he played 254 snaps inside and whatever on the outside feels like 40. They all know that. But they also all had a fair amount of time to sign him. And then now it's now and it's us and it's him. And it's on the eve of training camp.
Oh my gosh.
Well, this whole thing is Cashman's finger. You've met Larry McCarron before, right?
Right.
I mean, is one of his index fingers just taking a hard left?
I got no idea what's happening with his finger, but if it's a problem, cut the sucker off and do it right now.
Yeah, just go Ronnie Lott on.
Honestly, call Ronnie Lott and ask him how it felt to sever his finger during the game so he can make a play.
Yeah, this is just weird. It doesn't feel, well, I guess we're going to find out. That's why Alex in the mix. That's why we got Dame Mizutani. That's why we're going to have Gessling at 10. And they're the ones that are going to uncover this thing from rocks in Egan, you say, or at least from 70 yards away with binoculars, trying to view the practices as they ensue.
Yeah.
But I mean, I hope it's not a health thing. I hope we're not just sitting on a Tuesday training camp opening grenade of sorts where
doubt flow.
We're going to get stuck with some pup list related news. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, go ahead and doubt flow like Danny Dimes did in the first game of the season a couple of years ago and Gink housed him. Go ahead and doubt Flo.
That's the thing. I'm not doubting Flo. I'm all in on Flo, and that's why this Adams thing makes sense, because when you have a defensive coordinator that does weird stuff and it works out,
right,
and you hear the names, Island of Fabian Moreau and all of that, and he figures out how to make it work.
Yeah.
This guy with some, I got to dust off the annals of time to find said equity, but the equity is there. It just happens to be from about 7 years ago.
This opening segment went a little longer than 9 to noon anticipated.
There we go, Paul! You got to do it.
It's a marathon segment, courtesy of Steve's Appliances and stevesappliances.com, because lots of football discussed 9 to noon these days. Vikes. Vikes, Vikes, Vikes. Vikes, 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 Vikes. Vikes, Vikes, Vikes. Vikes, Vikes, Vikes. Gob, 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 gob. Ba-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Football season's almost here, and Steve's Appliances is getting loose with a summer clearance event, and it begins August 10th. In the business, we say that's right around the corner. So what goes into the summer clearance event? Sarah, Brian, Jordan. Well, Paul, closeout specials, hundreds of models in stock, ready to roll with that fast delivery and free recycling and the 9 to noon hook. So if you need an appliance, Steve's Appliances, Mounds View, 7,000 square foot showroom. It's fantastic. It's voluminous. And please mention 9 to noon or KFAN. I mean, it's not required because you're going to save money in the first place. Why? Guaranteed low prices. But use the hooks 9 to noon gives you. Use the hooks to save money during this perpetual squeeze of our bankrolls. Use the hook 9 to noon gives you to save money on appliances. Ain't nobody better. Steve's Appliances and stevesappliances.com. In closing, what's Softy's problem? I mean, I'm at Canterbury Chapel last night. Softy's blowing up my phone with this Adams thing.
Yeah.
You send me the tweet.
I made a mistake of responding to his ex post.
So
that's on me.
Oh, he had an ex post?
Yeah, he posted, he was mocking us.
What the hell? You see that? It's not that it surprises me, but see, like Softy from Seattle, part of the iHeartRadio family, KJR, it's a juggernaut, as juggernauts would go in the Pacific Northwest.
I always love that one.
And Softy bloviates. He's very loud. And he bloviates, and he's very, very loud.
But
see, what concerned me, loud. And it doesn't surprise me, but I knew Seattle, his favorite team, winning the Super Bowl, was going to lead to stuff like this all over the country with his radio friends he has all over the country. So like that safety that Reek Woolen. All right, Reek Woolen, the corner with the arms that go from Maui to Maine. So he leaves and he goes to another team, and Softy probably started texting a radio personality in said market saying, you guys got ripped off.
I always love that one.
I mean, Softy's just like blowing up the X machine and my phone last night with, what are you guys doing with Jamal Adams? He's terrible. Well, Softy, did you even know he was a linebacker? What the hell was Softy's problem yesterday?
I don't understand. Well, that is the thing with, and you hit it.
And no, we're not having him on the radio show to spend 10 minutes trying to cost me my job into year 25.
I always love that one.
They won the Super Bowl, and so Softy is going to be, I mean, he wakes up at 140 decibels each day. So it's
he sweats when he sleeps.
It's 160 now, and he just can't help himself.
Yeah,
just calm down.
Yeah,
just
he's a
breathe.
terrible winner.
I don't even think he drinks coffee. I think that's just who he is.
He's an awful winner.
And it's a lot, and he's an absolute awful winner. And so right now, he's sitting from the mountaintops. Hey, you guys took our assistant GM. Hey, you took the guy that our team traded way too much for and didn't get enough out of over the course of 3 or 4 years. Ha ha, we're hoisting a trophy with your former QB. He's being a front runner.
He's being a front runner.
He's kicking us when we're down.
Yeah.
And I think that it's rude.
Nice NBA team you have there. Oh, that's right. OKC took it.
I always love that one.
So I just think it's way too much. But again, awareness and responsibility. It is my fault that I saw the X post and I couldn't help myself. I responded to it, and that allowed the bloviation to only continue and in fact increase volume and aggression.
All right, so we probably should dust off the talkback machine and pay off the Northern Fire Talker Tuesday gift given away in the final hour to an individual person who texts and talks back with 9 to noon more than people know. What is that prize again?
Yeah, so as part of the Northern Fire Grilling and Barbecue Supply Talker Tuesday,
beef.
As I mentioned earlier, you just hit that app you hit the microphone in the app. You give us up to your best 30 seconds. I'm going to listen to them and play them throughout the show. And one of you is going to win a $25 gift card. Now, you can either go to the store in Minnetonka. It's a great shop. It's right off of Shady Oak there, Minnetonka. But you can also just go to northernfirebbq.com and you can buy something online as well. So one of you is going to walk away with a $25 gift card.
Digging it.
Whether it be, I'm already getting a bunch on Jamal Adams here, but
Talkbacks?
Talkbacks, absolutely.
Oh, wow, y'all are bored.
Well, apparently the team was on the eve of training camp. They go and get Jamal Adams.
And I got an answer, by the way, to shut up Softy, but continue.
But additionally, I'm really pumped about this because it's going to be fun. I have uncovered some highlights through 10 seasons of U.S. Bank Stadium lore. And we're going to go year by year. It's how did you put it? I think it's 10 through 10 or 10 in 10?
Top 10 from, well, the official title would be top 10 moments, plays, memories from the first 10 years of U.S. Bank Stadium. So we started in 2016. So we got 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10 seasons of Minnesota Vikings football at the spatial, palatial, purple paradise known as U.S. Bank Stadium. And so that's what it's called.
Yeah, so we'll
just call it 10 from 10.
So later on in the show, we're going to try and whittle down specifically 2016, 2017. Yep. Well, 2017 is pretty easy.
Yeah, you put a good 7 minutes into that.
And
I always love that.
Just tearing others down for profit on the fan. How often do you get teased all day, every day, everywhere? Hey,
it's
all
nonstop.
Day, every day, everywhere, you two say.
And you're going to have an opportunity via the talkback machine to share your favorites of what I will be presenting at some point throughout the show. Yeah,
today, and I don't necessarily know how well this is going to work with the talkbacks, but nevertheless, we're still going to move forward with the bid. Today, we will hit 2016, 17, and 18. You don't need to think about 2017.
Yeah, that's easy.
That made the Cons' job extremely easy in the early stages.
Turn 9 minutes into 7 minutes.
Yeah, we got the Minneapolis Miracle. Now, what he does with it, with the creative juices,
I always love that one.
That's up to him over there. I guess we're all going to hear it, right, and just see how good it is. But anyway, 3-2. 2016, 2018.
Oh my God!
Anything jump out at you from like the 26? Now they got to be home games, okay? U.S. Bank Stadium.
Yeah.
So top 10 memories from the first 10 years of U.S. Bank Stadium, 2016 and 2018. Speaking of 2018, the Buffalo Bills were 16.5-point underdogs and came to U.S. Bank Stadium. And Josh Allen, a rookie quarterback from Wyoming,
I got to find that.
Well, he did a number on the Minnesota Vikings, and they lost the game. Now, a player who played in that game was linebacker Anthony Barr. Now, Anthony Barr, beloved AB, or if you got that cool curly hair and you're retired, it's like AB. Anthony Barr, he has a podcast with Eric Kendricks, and it's funny, and it's good, and it's natural, and there are 8 million podcasts out there. So you can kind of get lost in the shuffle unless you're gifted with pro football equity like those two and you know how to have fun. So I didn't know the Bent Out of Shape podcast existed until recently, but Anthony Barr is going to be on the radio show today at about 11:03. Talk about that Bent Out of Shape podcast. And they also did a deep dive on the quarterbacks in the NFC North and the NFC North. So that's going to be part of the conversation with A.B. Anthony Barr at 11 o'clock. What a day to have the scribe, Ben Gessling. Ben Gessling from the Star Tribune, startribune.com. He'll be here 26 minutes from now. Bikes Bites around the corner, 10 from 10. Here's a talkback suggestion. It's of the low-hanging fruit variety, and it can play any time up to the season, and we choose to play this card today. The Minnesota Vikings into the 2026 with or without Jamal Adams. Is it a playoff team or not? Or is the Minnesota Vikings a playoff team or not? And whatever jumps out at you from 2016 or 2018 for the 10 from 10. And fondest Jamal Adams memories from days gone by with the game-changing moments with the Tennessee Titans, the linebacker status with the Las Vegas Raiders, or some things he did with the Super Chickens and or the Jets. Norder produces, and I'm Paul Allen. That's all part of the Timber Tech What's on Deck set list. We also got money. Can we do anything else for you?
Yeah.
Deliver you Jamal Adams a day and change before training camp. Give away money courtesy of Northern Fire, and more money courtesy of the cash thing.
Money, money, money. The Fan and BigDeck.com want to give you a shot at some bonus bucks with the National Cash Contest. Go to KFAN.com, enter the keyword preset. Preset. P-R-E-S-E-T. Preset, like you have us on the free iHeartRadio app. The keyword is preset. The website is KFAN.com. Good luck.
How often do you get teased? All day, every day, everywhere.
This is not
Oviating loud butt.
Yeah.
Ripping us on the social media machine. He has a fair amount of followers too. I didn't know that happened. But texting people like yours truly, like you guys got, what are you doing with Jamal Adams? Are you that desperate? I think that's how he put it in the text. I left him on red.
I always love that one.
But the best way to frustrate him and the best way to get back at Softy, it does not involve the Minnesota Vikings. For this is closed circuit to P.J. Fleck, coach of the Golden Gophers football team. You see, Softy from Seattle's favorite football team is not the Seattle Seahawks. It's the Washington Huskies. Saturday, September 26th.
There we go.
Drake Lindsay, 445-0, crushing Softy's dreams. Softy sucks.
Yeah, see, this is the problem, though, is now we are sinking to his level. I love Softy.
Yeah.
He's too much.
Oh, you're right.
I adore him.
You're right.
I don't want to tear him down. I want
You're
my
right.
favorite team to absolutely smack his favorite team.
Okay.
But I can't do it.
Well, then I'll stop rooting for Julio Rodriguez to get a calf injury while running the bases.
It's on now.
Softy doesn't drink coffee. Coffee drinks Softy.
Oh, that's brilliant. I don't really know how somebody beats that, but y'all got plenty of time to try.
Yeah, we still got plenty of time. It is Bites! And that's brought to you by Kinmount Exteriors, window, siding, roofing, and decks. KinmountExteriors.com. You'll get the chance to meet Paul, Craig, and Clay. You'll love them. And the key is, you need this work done. You want this work done. Have you ever felt like you're an inconvenience? Well, you're going to find at Kinmount, they love working for you. They can't wait to help you out with your project. So check out KinmountExteriors.com. And you even put it in the notes in the set list, PA. You're like, Vikes Bites, talkbacks are fine here. Yeah, because it's a one-talker on a Tuesday. I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, PA, where do you think Jake Golday is going to line up once practices begin in Egan? I might actually ask Ben Gessling that, but we'll see. There's 20 minutes to go. But to that end, Jamal Adams dominating the conversation of the talkbacks. And let's find, we got this from Papa Taco.
PA Nordal, what's up? Papa Taco here.
Papa Taco!
Listen, Talker Tuesday. It's like the night before Christmas with players reporting tomorrow. That anticipation of this soon-to-be 14-3 season. Let's go. Listen, two things. One, Dak still stinks. And two, we got our grand opening next Friday at Eden Prairie.
Thank you, Papa Taco.
Closed circuit to Papa Taco. 952-417-3000. Ask for Barb. 952-417-3000. Ask for Barb. Or marketing at KFAN.com. And write a letter to Lonnie. Marketing at KFAN.com. If you want to get into the mix and get a marathon like Steve's, or get a Talker Tuesday like Northern Fire, or get a weekend wrap like Hoffman Cooling and Heating, or if you want to sparkle like Continental Diamond.
Ooh.
Seriously, businesses and really small businesses, big businesses, anybody. If you are an emerging marketing director and you're looking to splash, don't tell the CEO or the COO or the CFO or the president that you heard this. Just write marketing at KFAN.com and tell Lonnie you want to advertise on KFAN, specifically 9 to noon. Now let's make a play together.
Talkback machine.
Hey, PA and Nordo.
Papa Taco, you better move some quesadillas to get into this mix. Anyway,
APA and Nordo, Superfly Superstar here again. Temporary layoff, permanent payoff. I feel like this Adams edition is for depth. Last year, Cashman was out for some games, and your only backup really was Pace that played. So this just adds depth if they have aspirations to do something this year.
Yeah, no doubt. Somebody tell Jamal that he's not going to be playing that much and playing every snap in the preseason. I would imagine that was part of the conversation, right, Papa Taco?
Third preseason game terrorism for Jamal Adams.
When you got a name, I mean, this has a lot to do with the marketing of the simulcast that's coming at you on Fox 9 and KFAN.
Ooh.
Where you want to keep eyeballs on TVs and ears to radio, audio, radio. You get a name like Jamal Adams playing in the fourth quarter at Denver.
I always love that one.
Ain't nobody missing that.
Well, okay, let's continue this even further down the road, maybe entering the obscure and the absurd. I got this text, and it just made me laugh. Do you remember when T.J. Hawkinson, that there was kind of a contract thing going on, and suddenly he had vertigo?
Yeah.
Like, just suddenly the ear wasn't feeling right?
I'm looking at our inside linebackers right now from a depth standpoint, but anyway, go ahead.
But he was joking, what's Cashman's contract situation like? So he is entering the final year of his deal.
Okay.
And so is there potential depth or anything there related to Cash in this finger that resembles a 1970s O-lineman? It's just mangled and turned to the right or left. In reality, no. But all the same, depth, yes, clearly. Via the talk match.
Well, they're
if he stays on the team, if he makes the team.
Yeah, there could be gold in them Lar Hills. And now you look at the backups at the edge, and so we got DT and we have the Ginkas on fire. We got Tyler Batty, we got Chaz Chambliss, we got Bo Richter. All three of those guys will make the team, in my opinion.
Okay.
And we got Arden Walker, undrafted from Colorado.
Oh.
And then you look at, you take a peek at the linebacker situation.
Wow.
And Ewell, stud, Cashy, stud, Pace, rotational.
Yeah.
Then you get Bengali Kamara, undrafted Kansas. Jake Golday on the squad. Yeah, so we are light for backups on the inside.
Yes, we are.
I see what's happening there. Well, why don't you ask Smith Dilbert to change positions?
I always love that one.
You guys afraid to talk to Smith Dilbert?
I think, and you mentioned it, yes, Bo Richter and Tyrion Ingram-Dawkins, is he going to play outside or inside?
Yeah. They still list him as a defensive end.
See, okay, I'm glad you mentioned that, because I'm seeing him on the outside on this depth chart I'm looking at. But these guys, so those guys are going to make the team, but how deep are we really? And so if Jamal Adams comes in, I love my old Swiss Army knife as much as the next guy. I don't need 30 of them.
Yeah.
It feels like Flores is cool with having 30 of them, and he's got more floaters, and he does have specific positions.
Very, very fair.
But maybe Jamal Adams is one of those said floaters that can assist in multiple areas. As I said, a one-topic talker on a Tuesday, at least for Vikes Bites. That's brought to you by the great dudes at Kinmount Exteriors. Check out their website, window siding, roofing, and decks, kinmountexteriors.com. I did get already some fun talkbacks in relation to 10 in 10 as it pertains to U.S. Bank Stadium, PA.
So the Minnesota Vikings have played 10 seasons at U.S. Bank Stadium, and 9 to noon is dead set to compile the single greatest memory in the 10 at U.S. Bank Stadium, 2016 through 2025. Today, we hit 2016, 2017, and 2018. And the talkbacks can be tied to it if you are so inclined. Then after that, Ben Gessling, Star Tribune, StarTribune.com. He'll be in studio, and we pay off all that around the corner at FM 100.3. Hey, FM.
This is PA on iHeartRadio and KFAN.
And the silence you hear was 9 to noon.
Sorry about that.
What you got up your sleeve?
Well, via the talkback machine.
10 from 10.
I mean, this one's pretty obvious. We're gonna handle 2016 later. Get your talkbacks in, Talker Tuesday, Northern Fire, this and that. But But 2017, I mean, it doesn't get any better than of course the playoff game where we have this taking place.
3 receivers right, Thielen left. Marshawn Lattimore 12 yards from Adam. Case on a deep drop, steps up in the pocket. He'll fire to the right side, caught by Diggs. Stay up! Oh, got loose! Oh my God! 30! No way! Touchdown! Are you kidding me? It's a Minneapolis miracle! Stephon Diggs and the Minnesota Vikings have walked up on the New Orleans Saints. It's a 61-yard Minneapolis miracle. I can't believe what I just saw, Paul Allen. What an unbelievable play. Fans at U.S. Bank Stadium are embracing each other. They're trying to climb into the box to hug us all. Nobody can find Stephon Diggs. He ran into the tunnel. Unbelievable, Paul. Are you kidding me?
They run the deep out route. Stephon Diggs goes up, and Marcus Williams, the rookie, tries to jump over the back of him to break up the throw. The ball is caught, and Diggs is able to take it into the end zone.
Look at the Vikings coaches.
This is just an absolute mistake.
Yes! Are you kidding me? Look at these Vikings coaches. Yes! Let's go to Philadelphia.
Paul, when it's your year, it's your year. That's all I got to say. Stephon Diggs, what an unbelievable play.
It's going to be 48 and drizzly, and we're bringing a purple rain.
I mean, there's no voting in this particular case required. The Minneapolis Miracle that took place, playoffs 2017, beating Sean Payton, mocking the Skol chant, and we dropped an L on him. I did get this talkback though that had my mind moving a bit.
Yeah.
Hey, PA. Hey, Nora. Cool memory for me, maybe not the best play, was Teddy Bridgewater coming back in 2017 against the Bengals in the fourth quarter. I think we were up 35-0 or something like that.
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs
Kendrick
standing on the bench.
TD.
Case Keenum going crazy. The bank was so loud. Granted, he threw a pick on the very first play, but I think that was a pretty cool memory.
Well, I'm glad.
Nice call there, brother.
I'm glad you brought that up because that was a massive moment. The reason Keenum's playing. You remember 2016? We got Sam Bradford. How that year went, and the reason that everyone was so excited is, and by the way, you know, part of the Zimmer not guaranteeing that Keenum was the starter and that Teddy was going to come back at some point. He was going to be healthy, but this is what it sounded like at U.S. Bank Stadium when Teddy started taking the field. I mean, I think U.S. Bank Stadium, I don't know if it's been louder than this was in this moment as people realized that Teddy was coming back.
Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater is walking onto the field.
Unbelievable.
Now you let the crowd breathe.
And Paul,
and Bursis jumps in and talks about his days at Louisville.
To come back. I mean, when he came back for his first game, tears in his eyes. This is his first chance to play, so I think he's holding together. But what a story! What an unbelievable story of a guy who completely, utterly destroyed his knee, but yet is able to come back. He is definitely he's motivation for everybody out there.
I think he did throw a pick on that particular drive.
Really?
So I think he did. I'm scrambling to find it right now, and I will. But 2017, I mean, through that season, by the way, you have that cool opener against the New Orleans Saints where Dalvin goes for like $130.
Yep.
Sam Bradford's Player of the Week. If you remember that game, this was at Chicago, but Bradford returns, gets sacked 4 times. Case Keenum comes back to save the day. But throughout that season, a season in which they go 13-3, I think it speaks to, well, clearly the gravity of the playoff win. But in totality, you can go Adam Thielen with that turn and run, 65-yard catch and touchdown against the Rams in that win. But, I mean, just a season of memories still. I mean, whether it's Teddy returning and, of course, the miracle, I think those types of moments define the 2017.
And so 17 is settled. 16, 18, and on settled today, tomorrow, and Thursday, and we pay it off Friday with the Beast. It's 10 o'clock. Good morning. The Scribe joins us next.
This is 9 to noon, live on iHeartRadio and KFAN, The Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK-GARY Traffic Center. This